ladies, welcome back to my channel. Hope you have a wonderful day. Today's episode is going to be on how to cut IRO and BUBA using this fabric. This is the BUBA that I'm talking about. This is how it's going to look like. This is the sample of what we're going to cut out. So now this is what we're going to achieve with this fabric, as you can see. So the measurement here is not constant. It depends on the measurement you are dealing with. The wideness of this now is 50. This is 25 inches into 2 will give us 50, and the length of the sleeve here is 16.5 inches. And you can see the front neck is deeper than the back neck, and that is all what we're going to achieve on the BUBA we want to cut out now. So the first thing I'll be deducting from this 4 yards of this fabric now is the IRO. I'll be deducting 2 yards 11 inches from it, and that is going for IRO, which is known as the wrapper. So now this is the IRO, which is the wrapper here. You can see the line is like this. The line is coming down this way, but when we get to the BUBA, because this is the remaining fabric for the BUBA, there's no how we can cut it to make the line go the way the wrapper is. But my client wants it this way. I can still use it this way by folding it like this, and the line is going to be like this. And that is how we're going to achieve that, because by cutting it this way for the BUBA does not usually have a shoulder stitch, as in we're going to stitch the BUBA shoulder. So by cutting it this way, if I want the line to be like this as the IRO is, I must stitch the shoulder. So, and since there is no stitching of the shoulder at the BUBA, I'm going to make the line come this way, and that is what I'll be doing now by folding it into 4. And this area is going to go for the sleeve. So now, after folding it into 4, the measurement I'll be using, so I'll be using 12 inches here for the bust, and that is the actual measurement we'll be taking here. We only need the bust measurement. So 12 inches in 4 places is going to give me 48 inches, and the normal measurement for this person is 42 minus ½ inch that I'm going to cut at both sides. So that will be the ½ inch at the right side, the ½ inch at the other side is going to give me 1 inch. So the 1 inch minus the 48 inches is going to give me 47 inches. So that means we still have 5 inches from the extra measurement is 5 inches, and that is going for the allowance. It's okay for the BUBA. Then the length of the BUBA is going to be 25 inches with the same allowance. So the next thing I will be doing now is to cut it out. This is after cutting it out. So the next thing is to determine here is the wideness of the sleeve. So I'll be using 10.5 inches. So the actual measurement is 10 inches, the half is going for the allowance. Then it's going to have a slit at the side. The slit is going to be 5 inch. It's not constant. You can make yours 7 inches if you like. So I can notch it a little bit to know where the 5 is. As you can see, the next thing that remains here is the wideness of the neck and the deepness of the neck. I'll be using 4 inches for the wideness of the neck. The deepness of the back neck will be different from the deepness of the front neck. That's what I meant. So I'm using 3 inches here for the back. And after cutting it out, I'll connect the lines together to cut the both together, both the back and the front. Before dipping the front neck, I will notch this area first. So you have to notch this, you can see. So after then, I will open it. Then I will notch this area and this also. Then I'm going to dip the front neck. You can see. Then I will dip the front neck. So with at least 2 inches, I will dip it with 2 inches. So then that is what I'll be cutting. I'll connect this line together like this, and I'll cut it out. So you can see. So you can see this is the back neck and this is the front neck. So the next thing that remains here is to cut the sleeve. Now this is what we need for the length. We're using 15 inches for the length. These are 15 inches. Then this is the length, and I'll cut out the length. And this is the wideness of the sleeve. I told you it's 10.5 inches, and here is it. So the ½ inch is going for the seam allowance. Then I'll be cutting this area out. So now this is the sleeve and this is the body. You can see how we're going to join the sleeve to the body now. This is how you're going to join the sleeve. So I'll be showing you the way you're going to attach this to this. You can see the wideness of this. You can only use the bust measurement to achieve this wideness. No need of using the waist measurement. So I'll be showing you how to attach this on this now. After stitching this with the ½ inch that I told you, this is the ½ inch, then I'll be attaching it on the body. So no, we've already notched this area, and that is what we're going to open it this way. Then I'll be putting this. So we're going to notch this area too. Then I'll be putting this there like this. You can see the 2 notches. Then I'll place it this way. Then I'm going to stitch it with a ½ inch. You can see when you get to this area that I start the stitching from, then you stop. That's where I stopped it. Then you stitch the other side too. is where you're going to stop this particular one too. You can see. Then the next thing that we mean here is to stitch the both sides together. You can see it. You can see the particular point where they stop. Then I'll continue this line. This is the particular area that I notched that time, and that is where I'm going to stop my stitching. So after stitching, let me turn it to the right side. You can see this area is how it's going to look like. You can see it. See it. You can see how neat it is. So you should make sure you stitch it very well to make this area turn out neatly this way. You can see it. So the same thing applicable to the other side. So I'll be doing it. So the next thing at this side is to fold this area. This particular area is to fold it in. You can see. Welcome back. Here is the finished work so far. This is the IRO and BUBA. This is the BUBA, and here is the IRO. You can see it. And this is the stitching of the IRO. It's not a normal stitching. You have to fold it up to 1 inch, then you stitch. You can see how wide this area is. You can see how beautiful and simple it is. I told you that the measurements are not constant. If you want yours to be wider than this, depend on the measurements you are dealing with. And this is just as simple as it is, as you can see on the picture, and how beautiful it comes out. At the end of this tutorial, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and you can also follow me on TikTok. I upload some finishings there and also other tutorials. Okay, bye.